What's up, guys? Sub-Zero here for something a little bit different, as you can see around here. So today's video is going to be an excerpt from a coaching session I did the other day. I thought this was a really good discussion about the best augments right now. The student basically asked, what are the insta-click augments right now? What are the things I should be looking for? And so I went down through all the augments and just talked about the ones that I think are really, really strong and how to play them. So I thought this would be really valuable for people, especially early on into the set. As always, if you guys are interested in getting a coaching session, the link to my Metafy is down below. Individual sessions, group sessions, coaching programs, all this kind of stuff, all there if you guys are interested. Also, this is just an excerpt from the discussion. If you want to see the full discussion, it is uploaded on my VOD and coaching session, which is also in the description down below because I don't want to overflow you guys with like a full hour session. So if you want to see the whole thing, the link is down there. Maybe I'll have like I'll try to have something up here as well where you can like click into the full session if you'd like to see that as well. But outside of that, hope you guys enjoy.
Like, talk to me a little bit, and if you want to go in a different direction, that's fine. But like, insta clicks, the emblem, the augment, in your mind, is there any? If you see this, turn your brain off, click it, and that's the rest of your thing. Where like, I think this thing is so good or strong or fun or whatever you want to tag it as. Like, this is the one to do.
Yeah, I think. Okay, so best way maybe augments, and we can talk through some of the ones that I feel like are super insta clickable in general. So I do like these, like all of the ones that give you extra items, like the backup bows. And then, yeah, carve a paths is the sword one. Gain a sword after you do a bunch of damage, get 2 more swords. Yep. And there's a belt one as well. I forgot what it's called, but it's like extra buckles. Like all of these, I feel like are quite solid silver augments. You just grab these, and the main one that's kind of conditional is backup bows, just like getting to a Gwinsu's quickly enough so that you can like auto enough times. But in general, these are like very good augments that you'll click a lot of the time, just because like, once you cash them out, like 3 items for a silver is great. That's like a lot of like gold augments will give you 3 items. So like the only downside is like playing down the item for a little while. But like if you can, make a Gwinsu early, have a strong enough board early, you can get these relatively, by like mid stage 4, which is still enough time to like, get your comp online and be strong. So I like these guys a lot for silver augments. Once again, like I think Pandora's is going to be quite solid for that reason. I don't know if this augment is in the game right now, but if it is, it's pretty good. That gives you the anvils, but I have not seen this on PvE, so I
haven't either. So
yeah,
it may not
I think it might not be in there. Oh, Kingslayer is another one. If you see on my spreadsheet, I have this on a lot of like the reroll lines. Is Kingslayer. This is a lot of gold, so the idea is just you will take this lose streak and then play this into a reroll line. Best case scenario is 2-cost reroll because that allows you to spike at like a really good timing, like take a 6 loss streak and then spike on 3-2 and then get really strong and then win like 3 or 4 fights in a row from there. I mean, if the dream happens and you fight 4 people who are higher gold than you, then you're getting 24 gold from or higher HP than you, then you're getting 24 gold from those wins, which is just like insane. Even if you fight 2 or 3, that's pretty good, and you still have the possibility of farming more gold later throughout the game. So yeah, this is just like a lot of gold. You should definitely think about this when you just like on 2-1 if you have like a reasonable spot to play into like a reroll line, and then just be very open to like lose streaking stage 2 and then spiking really hard stage 3. You can play this into 3-cost reroll as well, like a Master Yi or Tristana, but once again, like you need the spat as well. So maybe it's like lost streak, get a spat off carousel, then play Tristana. It's like a lot of stuff would have to go right. But like the leveling curve is pretty good with it as well, where like you lose usually until like 3-5, like after stage 3 carousel, level there, roll it down really deep, find your, like 2-star Yi, 2-star Kog'Maw, and then start winning from there. And then it'll like give you the gold back so that you can like 3-star your board. So yeah, I think this augment's just very good in general. You're almost always playing into reroll. Honestly, the better reroll gets, like if some new broken like Teemo reroll comp gets discovered, then this will be like even better. Right now, it's like very solid, but like the only thing I think that's holding it back is that we're not in that much of a reroll meta. But yeah, like if we ever like get into like a true reroll meta, then this will be like insane, like insta click every game. But I would still click it a lot of the time.
Gotcha. Is Pandora's bench bait? Talk to me about Pandora's bench.
So the times when this augment feels really good are the times when you have lower cost reroll lines that you can use this to kind of like accelerate you to hit. And honestly, the times where it feels the best is when it's like you can go for a 3-star and then there's like a specific like 4 or 5 cost that you want. So you like you use this to hit your 3-star and then like use it to find a specific 4 or 5 cost. Like that's when it's been good in the past. This set and in this situation, I don't really think there's much that like sticks out to me that has that description. Kale, you would almost think is a really good comp for it. My problem with this in Kale is that very often in Kale, you end up running out of bench slots already with your regular bench. And so I think with Pandora's bench, it's going to be really easy to get bench locked, and you're going to have to start making a lot of hard decisions just because you're rolling for all these different units. I don't think it's very good in this line in general for that reason specifically. In other lines, like usually it is like 1 cost reroll that you play it into. I could see it being good in this like Rift Beast reroll stuff where you go for like Cinderling 3, Pebbles 3, this kind of stuff. I have not played it yet in this, but like this is a line that would actually make sense to me where you just like use it to really quickly hit like a Pebbles 3, Cinderling 3, and then late game if you start finding some 5 costs, you can like roll them to find the Elder Dragon. And similarly with like the 4 costs, you find a random set. Okay, we roll this until we find like Sentinel. So I could see it being good in this line. I feel like that was a tangent. We were talking about something else.
Yeah, we were on augments and we veered into that because I saw the thing for it.
Yeah. Oh, and to be fair, it's, what is it called? I have it. Yeah, Omega Rift Beast.
Omega.
This is really good in this line. You get to marker the Cinderling and then like a frontliner like the Scuttle Crab or the Krug, and it's really, really good. So you will, and it also gives you a copy of each. Like the dream is like you already have like a Cinderling 2, and then you take this and you're up to like 4 copies already, and you're like, oh my god. Or like pair of Cinderling, pair of Pebbles, and this like stars up both of them. Like GG's. Like I think this one is very good. Obviously, only you want to have some copies already. Don't take this with like no copies of anything. But if you have some copies, it's definitely good. Okay, there was another silver that I definitely want to talk about, the Wisp one, Wisp Rebate. I think this I think this one is very good, especially if you're playing any kind of 2 or 3 cost reroll. Like the dream for this is you take this on 3/2, you're playing like Caitlyn reroll or something, and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna roll every single round and then buy every Wisp I can. And like if you take it in that way, then it's like basically like a trade sector, giving you like a free reroll every round. And the rounds where you're not rolling, like if you wait, then you can like actually use it as like more of like an econ augment as well, where like you just kind of like wait a little bit, but then the next time you buy the one, you're getting like 2 gold refunded. So I think this is very good with reroll. You can honestly take it anytime you feel good about rolling stage 3. So like it could be reroll, but it could also be like I'm on a 7 win streak and I'm like thinking of playing a Aphelios or something, and like I actually wouldn't mind to roll the stage at all to like find some upgrades and find some wisps and like keep my win streak. Like I think that's a really good scenario to take it as well. But yeah, I think in general it's just like if you think about how much gold this is going to give you across the course of the game, it's it can be like 30-40 gold across the course of the game if you're like picking up a wisp every single round. So like this is I think very, very good in general. So yeah, I think those are the main honestly the Destiny augments, all of them are pretty good. Just getting like random augment, like the way that TFT works, they're not going to offer you like complete garbage. Like it has to be an augment that's like in your pool, you're not going to get like the beast within augment with like no primal in or anything like that. So this means like the Destinies, unless you have something like that you are confident is better, you can just snap these off most of the time. The plus ones are often very good. Like Silver Destiny plus, it's 7 gold, and like there's almost no like 4/2 augment that you can get with Silver Destiny that's going to be like a disaster. Like you can't, Recombob's only offered on 3/2 because it would be like broken on 4/2. Like a lot of these other ones, it's just like it's fine, and especially because like even if you get, I don't know, say like Focused Fire or something, like a lot of these lines have like duo carries, where it's like, okay, well, like I'm playing around Aphelios, but I can duo carry like an AP unit, or like vice versa. I'm playing, an Ari board, but I can eventually get to this like Ari Ash board where I duo carry like Ari and or Sivir and like Ash, who are AD units. So like there's almost no like augments, especially on the 4/2, that like you feel like you should not take. So this is like very often a click in a lot of circumstances. I haven't taken this one yet, Young, Wild, and Free, but I've heard people talk this one up a lot. Just giving you 5 gold on top of the effect is pretty good. Like, that's a lot of gold to get for a silver augment on top of just getting an effect. And like, if you think about like what it's going to give you off of carousel across the course of the game, like being able to either like, you know, pick your items or pick your like units that you get. You can just grab the 4 costs or the 5 costs, especially in a flexible set like this where you could play around a lot of different 4 costs and 5 costs. I think is really, really good. The only thing, and it's stealth buffed this set because the carousel at the start locks you out for a little bit longer than previous sets. So you can actually like run around the entire side while the other person is still locked in carousel. So it's it's actually just like good in general. The only thing is you just have to remember you take it. I see a lot of people, and I mean I've done it myself before, and I'll probably do it on live at least once this set, where like you take it and then you get to carousel and you're sitting there for a little bit and you're like, oh crap,
it's like, oh wait.
Yeah. So
I've done that before. So yeah, it sounds about right.
You just have to remember that in general.
Heard.
Okay, so those are most of the silvers that I feel good about. I think Latent Forge is pretty good as well, just because artifacts are good. Not like, I mean, you'll pick it a lot of the time. Okay, other like insta pick really good. Gold augments. A lot of these are fine. Oh, not Backline Blueprint, but the other one, Frontline Foundation, I think is really good. This set. Yeah, this one.
Left side. Yep.
The one that gives you a 2-star tank and then an emblem that matches them. If you go look at the emblem discussion, they talk about it with Dasic, but like all the tank emblems are just good this set. Like Brawler emblem, really good because you can play it into like Master Yi type stuff. So you know, you just like you take your Brawler emblem, you throw this onto like Master Yi, and you just have like a really, really good time. And he does a lot of work and he's great. So like that's one thing that you can do, which is very, very good. And then the other two, like Juggernaut emblem and Vanguard emblem, these are really just like, it's kind of easy to just like slot in 4 Juggernaut or 4 Vanguard on a board, you know? You just play like this, plus a Moo plus like Vi, plus another guy, and throw a Juggernaut emblem onto set, or like, you know, Rakan or something. You fit then Rakan in with Sentinel, and like your life's really easy. So it's just like really easy to like slot these traits in and just get like 4 Vanguard or 4 Jug on your board. Similarly for this one, boom, Rakan, Sentinel, Taric, or you know, Rakan, Sentinel, Diana, and you're done. Throw a random Hecarim on your board. Like really easy to just fit 3 of this. This also is a funny effect where it actually heals player HP. So it's like fine. It's like not like a crazy broken effect, but it's just kind of funny. Like if you have some fight wins, you can heal a little bit of HP off of this.
Heal a little bit.
Yeah. But in general, I just like this a lot because all of those emblems feel good. In general, emblems feel really, really good. So this, what is the branching out, feels really, really good as well. Where is it? Oh, am I thinking of the other? I thought it was called branching out here. I'm losing my mind. But anyway, the one that gives you 2 emblems.
Is it branching out prismatic?
Is branching out the prismatic's trait tree.
No, it's trait tree.
Is there a... Maybe they just don't have it on this site. Oh no, branching out is this one. Branching out silver. The gold one is called, it's got like a square thing. Well, whatever it's called. I'll scroll through. Spreading roots is what it's called.
There you go. Trees. We got roots. We got branches. We got trees. We got on brand.
Wait, I just realized that. Okay.
On brand for the set. On brand for the set.
Yeah, it's true. But yeah, like spreading roots is really good. Especially the plus one. Actually, the plus is actually better than the regular one because it gives you a reforger.
You get the reforger.
And so yeah, like being able to reforge is really, really valuable. So like spreading roots plus, Earth, trait tree, branching out I think is solid as well. Like all of these augments I think are good. This set just because there's all of these like really good emblems that you can hit. I don't think we'll have time to go over all of them, but that discussion with Dasic, they like talk through them all and just kind of explain quickly the use case for most of them. So I think that's really good. Cool. Consuming Flora is really good for the Veigar. Like you take this, put it onto Veigar, go for Veigar 3. It's really, really good. So that's quite solid. Caretakers I like a lot this set. This one that gives you an anvil on level 5, 6, 7, and 8. Just like 4 anvils is a lot of anvils. Like it's not just 4 items, it's 4 items that you essentially get to pick. And we've already talked about it, like how valuable it is being able to like take a Pandora's or something like that and like pick your items. So I think this augment is just like the best item econ augment at gold. The only thing that you have to be careful about is just like you basically need to play this into a level 8 line so that you're not like wasting some value of it. Like don't take this and play reroll. And like usually you want to take this and then take like some kind of like econ augment 3-2 or be in like an econ portal so that you have enough gold to actually like reach your level 8, you know, because if you take this and you just take a bunch of combat augments, you're not going to be rich enough to make it to level 8. So I think that one's very, very good. They removed Double Trouble for now because it was bugged or something. You don't have to worry about that. Forcing, I think, is good. They nerfed it a little bit. It's now 100 HP. But 300 HP, when you put 3 items onto this unit that you get onto your entire board, is still very, very good. So this is still a very solid augment. You see it at 3-2, but yeah, it's very good. Usually you take it when you have more like flexible items that you could like play on multiple units. But once again, like the set feels so flexible that it's like if you get a random Ari, you can probably fit that onto your, you can fit it onto like an Aphelios board, or, if you get a random like Soraka, you can fit that onto a lot of boards. So it's not like it even like feels that bad. And like the frontliners are super flexible. You can fit those onto like anything. So you should definitely take this a good amount of the time, especially when you already have 3 items. Just remember to always just like immediately move your items to that 4 cost so that you get the HP. Because if you sit there with no items on it, then it's not doing much. This augment, item extraction, is insane now. This is probably the strongest gold augment in the game now because they buffed it to be 4 components. And like we just talked about how good, like if you think about it, Caretakers is 4 components that you get to choose once you reach level 8. This can be 4 components, by the end of stage 2. And it gives you 2 gold on top of it because it gives you the Vigar and the Rek'Sai. The only like stipulation is that you need the component that you're gonna make. You can't make you can't make a glove if you don't have a glove, but it's still really, really good. And also because like all of the double items are good. The Death Cap's good. The Death Blade's good. The Warmogs is good. Like it doesn't even feel bad that it's like, oh, I only have sword. I can only make a Death Blade. Oh no, like I have to make a Death Blade. It's like it's still really, really good. So this is probably like straight up insta-click. Like I don't know if there's a gold augment that I would take over this just because of the amount of raw combat that it gives you. Is
and you're not locked into Blackthorn either.
Exactly.
It's an item augment at the end of the day. It just looks like it's a trade augment, but it's not.
Yes, exactly. I think that's the trap a lot of people fell into. And like Riot said they buffed it because the stats were not good, but I think the stats were not good because people played this and they were like, oh, well, I have to play Blackthorn. But yeah, like once you get the 4 components, it's done. Like it's not a Blackthorn augment at all. Exactly. It's good to point that out. You can play it into anything. So I think that is very, very good. Let's see other augments that I really like. Portable Forge, just artifact augments in general. Portable Forge is really good. The prismatic one, Living Forge, is really, really good. Just stuff that gives you artifacts is good. Unrivaled is quite good. This is you just need to be able to win. If you don't win early, this augment sucks. But if you can win early, this augment is very, very, very good and caps very high. I have the Unrivaled board in my spreadsheet here. I think this is the best board to play, which is this like you fit Elderwood in on top of it. You play for Hecarim as your main tank. You get LeBlanc in for like this activates all the Kha'Zix traits. You get Spellweaver. You get literally all of them off of this board. So I think this is just very, very good and gives you another unit.
Is that order like cost order for the Kha'Zix upgrade? Do Spellweaver first, then Ravager, then one of the other 2, or is there like BIS order for that?
I like So I like Executioner a lot. Oftentimes early game, you don't have Executioner in because it's like kind of an awkward trait to fit. So yeah, like usually I'll go Ravager first because it's usually by some point you'll have Diana or somebody. So it's like oftentimes it'll be like Ravager, then Executioner, then Spellweaver. And Rapid Fire is almost always last because like Felius doesn't really fit on the board and the AS is like not that big on Kha'Zix. You definitely... I think, like, I once did Ravager Spellweaver and then felt really bad because it took me forever to get to Executioner, and then I, like, didn't have the spell crit for a really long time, and I had this kind of, like, Hodge set up on, like, Kha'Zix, like, this kind of stuff, and then I didn't have spell crit, and I was like, oh god, he's doing no damage. So that's, like, something to be careful about is, like, I feel like ideally you definitely want to get to Executioner at least second. If you high roll and you have, like, an early Azir or something, you can even go, Executioner first, but yeah, usually Ravager, Executioner, Spellweaver, Rapid Fire. And yeah, so this board is very good for that. So I would take this, but like if you take this and you don't have items and you lose a bunch of fights, then it's not very good. So be careful about that.
Cool.
And then let's see, we got a little time left. Golden Dragon's another really good one. It's just a lot. It gives you an item, it gives you gold, it gives you combat. And the other thing about this is like, sometimes in previous sets, it would be like, well, this level 8 board, I have to play these 8 units. Like the tracers fit together too well. I must play this. Most boards this set, it's kind of like, well, I have a few slots that I can flex in and out. So like this fits really nicely in those lines where it's just like, okay, I'll just like drop a random like Zyra on my board. You know, the Zyra was good, but you know, getting Golden Dragon, it's not like I've lost something really, really important on my board there. So that's a very good one.
Cool.
Time skip's good. I'll just real quickly shout out any broken prismatics. I think if you have a win streak spot, Deadlier Blades and Deadlier Caps are both good for the aforementioned. Like these are just like good items in general. Buried Treasures.
And that stays with the item. The stack stays with the item, right? It doesn't like,
it's
if
not,
I take...
Yeah, on the unit, it's on the item.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so you can, just win streak and then move the item later to somebody else. Nesting Dolls is pretty bad. I would basically not click this almost ever. Theoretically, it should be good in Kale, but it's bugged with Kale in like a weird way where the way that it works is like Solar says, you know, if you have like 5 3-star units in, you get that extra like true damage. If your unit dies and it unupgrades them in the middle of combat, it will also unupgrade that Solar effect in combat. So it'll act as if you only have 4 3-star units. So it's like it's kind of a non-bow with the solar effect, which is like very big. So I would probably not click this until they fix that. I said Living Forge is good. What's the other? It's not Shopping Spree. It's the other reroll one. Commerce Core. This one's very, very good for 4 cost as well. Lets you hit your board, and like this set, you're always gonna have use for those 3 rerolls every game because you can just use that to hit your wisps. So this one's very, very good. And those I like Worth the Wait too a lot. I think this augment's just good. Like, get your 3-star 2 cost for free, get a lot of temp out of that, and then you can just sell the extra copies. If you want to be crazy, you can go for a 4-star 3 cost, or a 4-star 2 cost, but usually what you do is you just hit your 3-star and then you sell the extra copies and you like get a bunch of gold out of it. So yeah, that's very good as well. Tons of stats. It's just like a lot of stats as well. This is another good one. So yeah, those are sweet. Those are the main ones.
All right. Good stuff, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.